Good morning. Welcome. So again, my goal is to make this less than a half an hour. I am going to piece together all of the things that we've mentioned in the previous Tutorial Tuesday videos and do a well-rounded, overall nice practice. I don't have a clock, so we're gonna try to keep on track and let's get to it. I have blocks today. I'm at my cousin's house, his company here, Next Level Human, on Substack also. So if you haven't already seen his things referenced on my publication, check him out. Amazing work in the world. And as yoga is a path of self-discovery, it is one that gives us the tools to be a better human. So let's level up, people. Come to the mat. Let's get started. I have my meditation cushion today. I just stepped in a little puddle. I'm in the garage here. It's a glorious workout gym. There's the word I couldn't find in my head. So have a seat. Cross-legged or on the shins. Prop up the hips. Pelvic tilt. A little bit forward. That's neutral. Remember, when the pelvis is neutral, the spine is supported in its upright, neutral state. Let the shoulders relax out of the neck. Bring the head back without forcing it into a really uncomfortable position so that it's somewhat more aligned with the spine instead of forward. I am one of the worst postural examples of that, forward head posture. So feel like you're stacking head, shoulders on top of the hips, maintaining natural curves of the spine. Feel the breath expand and contract. Just a few moments here. The rib cage gets expanded outward, not lifting the shoulders. Accordion side to side. Arrive on the mat today. Check in with yourself. What is here with you here and now? Take the hands to the heart, and from loving kindness towards yourself, from what you feel, out of loving kindness towards yourself, you can set an intention if you'd like, declare an emotion to pull into your day, speak it into reality, and let the practice reflect that. Always coming from a place of your comfort zones and your edges today. Big breath in, then exhale, bow to it. And then releasing the hands, float the head. We're gonna come right into tabletop and get the spine moving in cow and cat. So plant the hands. Spread the fingers. I like to tuck toes under to arch. Feel the hands gently pull back as the heart pulls forward. Flattening the feet, exhale, scoop the tail, heavy the head. Back and forth at your pace. Go one more time. Inhale, arch. Exhale, round. Tuck the toes under. Bring the palms a little bit more forward and hover the knees. In this hovering tabletop, we get nice and warm very quickly. It's my cheat to get everything active, firing up the entire body. Press the hands into the floor, pull the shoulders down into the sockets, hug all around the spine, from the waistline into your center. Sit the hips back, challenge the legs a little bit more. Ooh, I had a little sharp twinge of pain go through my knee there when I sat back. Interesting. All right, one more breath. Hug the belly tight. Release the knees. Left foot to the back of the mat. Just press the legs straight. You can lift and lower the tail. Arms are still strong. Pushing into the mat, pulling the arms down into the sockets. Switch sides. Good. Come back to center. Left foot to the back of the mat. Lifting the knee, rock back. Scoop the tail under, pull the shoulders in, heavy the head, pick up the right knee. Look forward, tent the right fingertips, step the right foot forward. I'm bringing my left hand in line with my right foot, twisting open to the right. Notice if your right hip is really out to the side, pull it to the midline. You can always take the left knee down. Another breath in. Exhale, release the right hand. If the knee is down, pick it up, step in for that warrior one foot pattern. I'm going to grab my blocks here and come to pyramid pose, Parsvottanasana. Right leg goes straight. You can step a little wider, hips width. Left toes are somewhat angled forward so your hip can face forward. Right hip draws back, pull from the floor up into the crease of the right hip and feel the tail lift there, right? How scooped under are you? Can you see how my pelvis is rounded there? We're going to try to lift. That's where the blocks come in handy. Bring the floor closer. To lift the tail and pull the pelvis into an anterior tilt. That's going to pull the muscle of the front leg tighter. We're going to call that good. Push into the big toe, tone the quads. Shoulder blades in and down the back. Hands can be anywhere in relationship to your shoulders that help you find length in the spine. One more breath. Bend into the right knee. Inhale the arms forward and up, warrior one. Let's take that psoas side stretch. Grab the left wrist, lift and lean to the right. You can bend both elbows, press into your forearm, wrist or hand, whatever's back there. And feel again, right hip tug back, left leg strong, pressing into the pinky edge, big toe, lifting up through the left elbow, over to the right. If you're not feeling it, press your shoulders back, a little bit behind the hips. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, frame the front foot. One more time, I just got my blocks out of the way, press the legs straight. And then exhale, step to the front of the mat. And notice as you bow over both legs, you can have your blocks here, how the legs feel differently side to side. Can you tell that you've created some space and length on the right side instead of the left, in comparison to the left? Soften into the knees. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, come back down. Inhale, flat back. Soften the knees, fingertips to the floor, step back. Plank pose. 3 breaths. Scoop the tail under, push the floor away. Hover the knees, 3 more. What narrative shows up here when the body feels challenged, when you feel into the, energy of the challenge? All right, step the left foot forward. Right hand comes inside, so it's in line with the foot. Left arm twists up. Right knee can come down. I'm liking this today. Feel the left hips pulling into the midline as we twist up and away from that. Exhale, release, pop up the back knee, step in to spin the heel down, grab your blocks. Parsvottanasana, pyramid pose. Check in, left hip pulls back. Tail lifts, hug the lower belly in. From your big toe pressing down, tone the quad, pull all the way up into the hip crease and feel it go back. Ribs hug in, shoulder blades pull back. Try to get as neutral in the length of your spine as you can. And then fire up the legs, hug into your belly, deep breaths. Move the blocks a little bit forward of the foot, bend into the left knee, inhale, warrior one, arms come on up. I feel a little short, I'm gonna crawl longer. Let's take that side stretch, grab the rest, left wrist, right wrist, woo, and pull it to the left. I'm blending all my words today. You can bend both elbows. Uh-oh. Sorry. And push back. From the right pinky edge, lift all the way up through the elbow. Oh, I love these stretches. Ooh, got a little crack. Inhale, coming up to center. And exhale, hands frame the front foot. Press it straight, take a nice deep breath. And then we'll step to the front of the mat, forward fold, check in. How do we feel now? All right, from the floor, let me get my hair out of my way here. Press all the way into straighter legs with a lengthening of the spine. Keeping the shoulders out of the neck will soften the hinge, or the elbows to hinge more deeply. All right, we're gonna add on. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, step to plank pose. And find that high push-up position. Scoop the tail under, push the floor away. Hover the knees. Look forward, step the right foot forward, spin the heel down. Maybe you don't need the blocks now, or maybe they're lower this time. Parsvottanasana, one big breath. Bend into the front knee, inhale, rise up. Grab the left wrist, lift, exhale to the right. All right, we're gonna add on. Inhale, come to center. Exhale, twist to the right. Right arm can just be reaching or come around to the left hip. Big breath in. Right sit bone pulling down. Inhale, press your right leg straight and slide down the leg any amount. Don't overdo it. Think of Parsvottanasana where we lifted the tail. Hug the midline. Press into your right leg to open your twist to the right. Notice I didn't go very far. My legs are telling me to stop right here. Maybe your left hand is on either one of those blocks. Keep your twist, bend into the right knee. Either slide the left foot forward or step it forward, hips width apart. Drop into your chair here with the twist. Look right if it's comfortable. Left side can come forward if that feels nice. Inhale, unwrap, stand tall. Exhale, fold. All right, we're gonna go to the other side. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, plank pose. Big breath. Hover the knees. Big breath. Look forward, left foot steps forward, right heel spins down. Parsvottanasana. Bend into the knee, inhale, rise up. Grab the right wrist, lift, lean to the left. Inhale, return to center. Exhale, twist to the left. Whatever that left arm wants to do. Left sit bone pulling down. Big breath. Look left. I'm actually grabbing here, right? With my right hand. Okay. Left leg goes straight. Take a breath in. Exhale, slide down the left leg. See how my spine maintains its length? Only go as low as you can maintain that length. And then feel like your right shoulder is still in line with the right hip. It's not coming forward to the left. So you lean back a little bit. As low as you want to go. Palm down can be helpful. Palm open forces more core activation. Your right hand can be on either one of those blocks. Okay, bend into the left knee. We stay twisted. Right foot slides or steps forward. Drop into your seat in this version of revolved chair pose. Right side can come forward. It helps open up the twist. It really just shifts the pelvis. So maybe the spine can feel more comfortable opening into a twist. Inhale, unwrap. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, come all the way down and step to downward facing dog. Pedal it out here. All right, we're gonna do that one more time with the breath. An inhale will bring us into one pose, and exhale will bring us into another. And then we're gonna add on from there. From your hands, pick up the armpits, hold yourself up, lengthen through the tail, reach through the heels. Nice, slow breaths. Pick up the heels, hover the knees. Here we go. Right foot steps forward, left heel spins down. Inhale, lift the heart with straight legs, Parsvottanasana. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, pull to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, right leg goes straight. Exhale, slide down the leg. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, step forward. Exhale, sink lower. This time we'll inhale the right hand to meet the left. Exhale, slide the elbow down, hands to the heart. Big breath in. And out. Stay low in your seat. Inhale, center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, come down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plank pose. Inhale here. Exhale, hover the knees. Look forward. Exhale, left foot steps forward. Right heel spins down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, bend into the knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, pull left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, leg straight. Exhale, lower down. Take a breath here. I needed a pause. All right, bend into the knee. Exhale, step right foot forward. Inhale, unwrap. Exhale, lower. Take a breath. Inhale, center. Exhale, fold. Soft knees, straight spine. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, mountain pose. Okay, we're gonna add on. So we took in all of the we took in the first 3 Tutorial Tuesdays. Psoas stretch, warrior one, forward folds. So now we're gonna add in warrior two. So step into your feet. Find your gazing point. Stack all of the joints like we did when we first sat. Can the head come back? Inner ear, inner shoulder, inner hip to the inner ankle. And then strengthen all around the skeletal system here, right? Muscle to bone through the thighs, lower belly, core from all directions, the throat, hyoid bone pulling you back. Send your weight into the right foot. Draw the left knee in as tight as you can. So as strengthening, stabilizing, and engaging. Keep your gaze at one point. Soften the right knee. Slowly reach that left foot as far back as you can. Spin the heel down to the left, and we open to warrior two. So I didn't step far enough back. I'm gonna lengthen my stance. From the feet, pull into the hips. Left hip goes an inch back in line with the ankle. Inward spiral, outward spiral. Ribs open up. Head pulls back in line with the pelvis. Send your gaze over the right hand. All right. Hips go back, chest goes forward, right knee stays bent. Inhale, right arm spins around to the back of the mat and then up and over your head. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Step to plank. Scoop the tail, push the floor away. Hover the knees. Either push off both feet or step one and the other, forward fold. Soft knees, straight spine, inhale all the way up. Exhale, mountain pose, second side. Find your gaze. Left foot takes the weight, right knee comes in as high as you can. Push, pull. Find that focus point. Slowly, right foot goes all the way to the back of the mat. Heel spins down, we open up. Are you in a good distance where you feel strong and at ease? Right hip presses back a little bit. Fire up the quad, inward right thigh, outward left thigh. Shoulders stack hips, pull the head back on top of that, send your gaze forward. Hips go back, chest goes forward, keep the left knee bent, left arm spins to the back of the mat, up overhead. And exhale, cartwheel the hands. Step it back to plank. Scoop the tail under, push the floor away, find your inner strength, your will, your determination. My last essay discussed the human experience and some yoga philosophy around it, and it discussed the Icha Shakti, our willpower to meet the challenge. It's really our willpower to keep going towards our intentions in a divine plan, but Icha Shakti. All right, lift into downward dog. Just check in, how does it feel now? My plan was to go through that all again, but I fear that's going to push us longer than I wanted to go. So you can always do that if you wanted, but let's move on from here. So take one more breath in your downward dog. Enjoy this deep shoulder activation and stretch for the back of the body. Lift the heels, step to the middle of the mat, walk your feet wider, and we'll come into yogi squat. You can grab a block or two to sit on, or just let the hips come down. I like a wrapped fist here, but you can come into prayer. Feel like your elbows are widening, the knees outward, and the knees are squeezing in at the same time. Squeezing. Right. Is all of your weight in the heels? Can you bring it into the big toe as well? Shoulder blades squeeze back to bring the heart energy brighter, more forward, not collapsing and rounding. Lengthening the crown away from the tail, belly strong. All right, I'm just gonna look how long we're going here. All right, we're at 23 minutes. So let's gently have a seat. You might bring fingertips to the floor or maybe not. You can just kind of blop. Walk the feet wide, hands back behind you, windshield wiper side to side. So we'll do just a little bit of hip stuff, and then we'll do back bends from supine position, laying on our backs. How does this windshield wiper box rotation feel? All right, so I'm going to show you side view of figure 4. This is one of my favorite versions, seated, because we can manipulate the body a little bit more easily. You don't have to have your left foot close to your hip at all. In fact, let it go a little bit further forward so that you can roll the pelvis forward. Notice if you're too close, we may be rocked towards the top of the sacrum, which rounds the entire spine. So feel like you can roll the pelvis forward, roll to the front of the sit bones, let your hands walk in, soft elbows to press the spine or support the spine, And then feel the shoulder blades pulled back towards each other. Flex your right foot. Even feel your right sit bone on the ground pulling back. And then we can lower to the left or bounce or sway or just stay in a good place for your right hip to breathe in the stretch. If you're super flexible and open today, you might come to double pigeon. Left foot walks to the right and the shins come down. It's not me. Not today anyway, but feel into how deep you want to take this. We'll take 3 more breaths. Might be something in between. My essay also discussed that happiness is not a destination, but the journey. So don't feel like you have to get into a pose. You might be liking some sort of transitional sway between things. Okay. Come back to center with the left leg pressed straight. Step the right foot over the left, and we'll take a nice little twist. Sitting tall, look over the right shoulder. Keep your twist to the right, bring your head to the left shoulder. Drop it down, take a breath. Inhale, come on up. Switch sides. Left foot over right. Right. You don't have to go too close. Roll the pelvis forward. Press the arms straight, shoulder blades pull back. Whew. Notice, how does this side compare to the first? And then don't judge it. Just accept that it might be different. And we can describe it for understanding, but let's not judge it. Maybe we start to rock it. Feel into your breath, support of your arms, shoulders out of the neck. Right. Finding a good place to stay or keep the sway. Maybe we come right foot to the left, bring the knees forward to sit in double pigeon. I can stay here in this somewhat in-between place. Feels somewhat okay, but I really want to nurture myself today and not feel so much sensation. So I'm coming back to the sway. 3 breaths. Are you honoring how you feel today by what you're doing right now on the mat? With an inhale, bring you to center. Right leg goes straight, left foot steps over. Right arm pulls the knee in, twisting to the left. Keep your twist, head comes to the right, drop it down, big breath. Inhale, unwrap, left foot meets right, give them a little shake. Scoot forward, bending into the knees, lay all the way down. And we'll set up for, or do 5 rounds of bridge, and you can throw in wheel whenever you want. You can do wheel first if you feel you want to try it today and get it over with, or maybe you build up to it. If it's a challenging pose for you, I do suggest building up to it. Your shoulders will be more open. However, they will also be a little bit more tired. So get my hair out of the way. Setting the feet hips width. They can be even wider than the hips and somewhat close to the hip bones. Rock the shoulders down out of the neck, shoulder blades squeeze together. We're going to roll the pelvis forward, arching the back already, getting into the back bend, pressing into the tops of the arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together, inhale, lift up. Right? Adjust anything on the ground. I walked a little wider. Right? Resist the urge to scoop under. Feel like your pubic bone is reaching forward. Belly is strong. Shoulders rock underneath you. Heels pull towards the shoulders to engage the hamstrings. Exhale, come on down. Okay, just pause. Don't adjust anything too much. And then next inhale, we'll lift up again. Maybe you clasp underneath this time to get the shoulders a little bit more underneath. Fire up the hamstrings. Let the chin lift away from the chest. 3 breaths. root to rise. Feel your next inhale, lift up a little higher. Exhale, lower all the way down. I'm just keeping my arms sucked underneath me here, pausing to take one restful breath. Set yourself up, roll the pelvis forward, feel the ground, then next inhale lifts you up. This is our third of 5. And decide if there's a variation you want to engage with. You might kick one leg up. Switch sides. Once you come back down, let an inhale float you a little bit higher. And exhale, come on down. Big breath. All right, 4th round. Decide bridge. Maybe you check in with wheel. I'm going to do another leg variation in bridge. You can follow me if you want. Feel the ground. Get the shoulders underneath you. Inhale, lift up. Let's take that figure 4. Kick one foot up. Ankle to knee. Flex the foot. Press against your thigh and lift the pelvis. Kick the leg straight. Rebend. Come down. Switch sides. Press into your thigh and then lift up. Kick the leg up. Release it down. Big breath in. Exhale all the way down. Take a breath. All right, one more. Maybe you want to block. Come into a more restorative bridge. I'm going to try wheel today. It's been a bit, may not work. I'm going to be accepting of that. Setting the hands, pelvis rocks forward. I'm going to push up onto my head to set my shoulders. Hips lift, come onto the head. I crawled my hands a little closer and a little wider. Arms plug in, and an inhale to lift. Woo! I go tie my toes because it's always better on my back. Wherever you are, 3 breaths. Slow, lower down. Pause when you receive the ground. Now you can let those shoulder blades get more flat instead of sucked in together. Let's do that windshield wiper. Whew. Feet go to the long edges. Knees go side to side. Back bends are challenging. They're energizing. They're really helpful for bringing us into more open shoulder, open chest, open-hearted posture. Okay, let's end with a twist. You can take right leg over left or right foot on the mat, left leg straight. First, we're going to scooch the hips to the right. Right knee comes up or wraps the left and twist to the left. The wrap can be nice because it continually stretches the outer hip here. The right arm might lift a little bit more than shoulder height, opening a little more through the side and the waist. And give a little activation of hugging the thighs together and even feeling the lower back's arch find some curvature. We're looking for the neutral arch, not overarching it, and also not letting it round. All right, we'll come back to center. If left leg is straight, you can stay straight and bend it when you come back. If you're wrapped like me, I'm gonna unwrap. Step right foot to the right, long edge, left to the left, hips back to center, and then sway a bit. And coming back to center and letting it windshield wiper. All right, setting up the other side, right leg is straight, hips go to the left. If you're twisting with the right leg straight, go for it. Or you can bend the right knee, wrap the left over the right, and drop to the right. Left arm extending away from you, maybe a little higher than the shoulders. Give a little hug of the inner thighs and arching the back. Feel into your twist and your breath. Got a lot of noise on the sidewalk. Just feel into one more breath here. And you can either unwrap and drop, stepping the feet to the long edges, or left foot brings you back to the center. One more time, arms out of the way, and just sway, windshield wiper side to side. Now we'll let the lower back round as we bring the knees in for a squeeze and a rock and a roll. And we'll either land in feet wide, knees together, constructive rest, where the lower back feels somewhat spacious and comforted as the front of the pelvis is also soothed in soft surrender. Like there's a little space in the front of the hips. Right. You can stay here or go ahead and let the legs extend and bring us into Shavasana. Right. Shoulders nice and flat underneath you, shoulder blades, shoulders away from the neck. Feel like you have your natural curves. If getting laid out straight here in corpse is not comfortable on the back, rebend the knees. I like to pull my shoulder blades a little bit more together so that I combat the terrible posture I had as a teenager and through stressful times of life that still appears in that rounded shoulder, collapsed heart. So feel as though you can get your shoulder blades somewhat useful in opening that space up in the front of the body. And then just let the arms drop out somewhere away from the hips. Don't tuck them in tight to the body. The rib cage feels confined when we do that. So when the ribs feel more free, the breath can be more free. And you can also like wiggle the hips around a little bit once you get into a posture, into the general shape, and let a shake, 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 wiggle, wiggle, break up any resistance. And then find stillness, drop in. Let your body be held by gravity's pull into the mat, into the earth, and surrender to it. Just let go. Check in on areas where that might feel difficult. Your jaw, the shoulder, the wrist, the bottom ribs, the hip bones. Check in through the socket of the hips. Can the toes relax and just roll into their more neutral position? Generally, that's a little bit out to the sides. Just again, is anything resisting, release. Take a nice fluid breath in and out. So in alignment with trying to keep these videos shorter, you can stay in Shavasana as long as you want. Otherwise, if you want to come up with me, I'm going to pick a card for us today out of a deck that is a little bit more guided towards deep contemplation. And I think that's appropriate for the upcoming full moon in Sagittarius. So we got some sirens today as well, but this deck is called the Wild Chorus. And again, it can be useful in getting deeper into our shadow. So, as I prepare the deck, just think about how you've been feeling this week. The full moon in Sagittarius wants us to expand our philosophies, expand our energy, and expand and stretch our comfort zones so that we can live in a more aligned place to the expansiveness of our dreams. Asks us, where are we playing small? And wants us to expand, to be guided towards our full potential. So, Spirit, what is the message for the collective to help guide us through the energy of the upcoming full moon in Sagittarius? Hum and holler with butterflies and a crow. Don't have glasses, so we're going to do our best here. My goodness, why don't I see this alphabetically? Listening, study, wisdom. Hum and holler. Listening, study, wisdom. Okay, we made it to 43 minutes. We're getting better. Have a wonderful rest of the day or evening, and I will see you next time.